When you're choosing a soundproofing material, sometimes it's not really obvious what to choose. So in this video we will talk about the vibration damping, the first layer, from what materials it consists of, and in what zones you should use it. Currently in Australia there are 5 different STP vibration damping materials are available: STP Silver, STP Gold, STP Aero, STP Intrigo, and STP Massa Bassa. They are all different, but they have absolutely the similar structure. Each vibration damping consists just of the 2 components. The first one is a foil, and it is responsible for the rigidity of this material. So in other words, how rigid would be your metal after installation. Under the aluminum foil there is a mastic, and it is responsible for absorbing this metal resonance, in other words, low frequency noise. The reason why we have so many different thicknesses, that's because our cars are complex, it's not just one box of the metal. For example, the wheel arches and the floor, the most noise stressful places in the car. So there we use STP Intrigo 6mm vibration damping because it will absorb all these noises. We will never install 1.8mm there, because it's just not capable of. The same story with the roof. STP Intrigo 6mm, it would be too heavy and it's not really necessary. There we install STP Aero or STP Gold, these 2 types of materials. Now you have a brief understanding of why do we have different materials, and let's talk specifically about each. To help us compare all these 5 different materials, we will use only 2 parameters. The first one is the thickness, and the second one is a mechanical coefficient loss. It varies from 0 to 1 and is closer to the 1, it would be more performance. So now let's start talking about STP Silver. This is our entry-level vibration damping. It has 0.25 coefficient mechanical loss, or KMP, and it's 1.8mm. We do install it everywhere, and entry budget installations in the doors, in the floor. Normally you can install it in the boot, and you will ready enough to start feeling the effect of the vibration damping. The next one is the STP Gold. It has a coefficient 0.33 and has a thickness of 2.3mm. So using STP Gold you can cover whole surfaces in your car: doors, floor, roof, inner side of the doors, outer side of the doors, even plastic. And the next one, it's a STP Aero, and it's very similar to STP Gold because it has the same performance, 0.33 kmp, and the same thickness. However, it's a 30% lighter than STP Gold, so we use it when you have to install it in a sports car, when the weight is important. Now let's talk about STP Intrigo. It is most performance material in the whole Australia that we have right now. It has 0.5 coefficient of mechanical loss, and it can significantly reduce the road noise on the wheel arches and in the floor. It's heavy, however, it's very powerful, and we use it in our ultimate installation. My personal recommendation. Let's talk about the last one, STP Massa Bassa. It differs from all these 4 because we use it only for loud bass project when you have to gain more than 160 decibels, but at the same time the coefficient of mechanical loss for this product is a 0.6, so it's even more performance than a STP Intrigo. However, at the same time it has pretty narrow temperature zones. That's why we do install it only for championships and project cars. And for the installation you have to use a heat gun or a special oven. So use it if you plan to install large subwoofers and participate in any championships in Australia. So we briefly covered the 5 different materials that are available from the STP in Australia, and here it would be all technical parameters for all these materials that you can find also in the link that would be attached under this video. But now let's talk about how the vibration actually works. As you can see, the one is completely stock and it produces these vibrations and resonance, and this one we already soundproofed. And now let's apply the same material on this one to avoid any tricks and the magic. So we will use STP Gold and just partially apply it on this ring, and now it stops producing the noise. So why it's happened? Because this material absorbs the metal resonance of the outer skin of the ring. So let's remove it, and the noise will return. So this is exactly what is happening with the metal of the car when you're driving. The whole metal is resonating, and we do install all this vibration damping depending on the zones where it should be. And after the installation, we guarantee that noise will be gone. So if you would like to improve the comfort of your car, choose from the material from in our web shop, or come to us in a Sydney soundproofing center, and we will assess your car, inspect your car, and help you install the material. See you in the next videos.